Ladies and gents, let's just do some random updates, things that took place since my last dealership life upload. The first one has to do with my personal Chevrolet Bolt EUV, which I have plugged in right here on our new charger, which I'm going to explain. But if you look at the back here, you're going to notice I took the Bolt badges off. I decided to debadge it. To me, the car just looks cleaner without the badges on it. I like it that way, you know, with the black bow tie. That's all you need to show that it's a Chevrolet. What I did was I took the badge off. It then still appeared there because if you remember, I had this vehicle ceramic coated. So I then took it to the place that I got the ceramic coating done. They then sort of like cleaned it a little bit better as far as the glue that was still on the vehicle, or the double-sided tape. Cleaned it up, buffed it up, and then reapplied ceramic coating in that part, so it looks perfect. But so far so good. The car is doing great. I bought this car in August of last year, so this August I'm going to do like a 1-year review and kind of go over my ownership of it. And if you notice, normally I would plug it in up in the front. That's where Eddie's car is plugged in right now, but I decided to plug it in over here. So we just put this in. It's a level 2, and we used to have a DC fast charger on the wall here, but that fast charger broke and they don't build that model anymore, so they decided to just replace it with a level 2. This one's a little faster. Right now it's pumping out 17.09 kilowatts, so it's a little quicker than the one up front. The one up front does like 7 to 9 kilowatts. And then what they're going to do is they're going to put, I believe, 2 fast chargers over here. So I think this spot and this spot will have some sort of a fast charger location charging unit here. I don't know too much about that yet, but you know, it'll surely be in future videos. Now, before those DC fast chargers can be installed and operational, we had to do some work to this pole here. So we're getting like new transformers and stuff like that. This has been an ongoing project for quite some time, that they replaced this retaining wall. You can see this old portion that's still here that was kind of tipping over. So the majority of this job is done. It's just the electrical work, Verizon, public service, all the companies that have to come in and kind of move everything from this pole to that one. I hear the transformers and stuff like that are going to be different so they can handle the increased amount of electric we're going to be using on the charger. I really don't know, but as this project gets done, we'll get those chargers in, and it'll be just in time for the cars to start to arrive, like the Blazer EV, the Equinox EV, and the Silverado EV. If you remember when they started that wall project, this tree was growing out of the wall, a crack in the wall itself. I transplanted it here on the yellow side of the lot, and I've been doing my best to keep her watered because it's been very hot and humid lately. So I'm watering it pretty much every day. And although some portions are looking a little brown on the tips, other parts are looking very strong. So I think Wall Tree's doing real good. I'm going to keep watering her and making sure that she definitely survives the summer. Now let's get to the elephant in the room, in which is the empty parking lot again here at our location. Now, I know everyone puts in the comments why they feel inventories are low and that it's conspiracies, that they're doing it on purpose to keep prices high. And listen, I'm a salesperson at a car dealership. This is what I focus on. I don't know the ins and outs of an auto manufacturer and the things it takes to design, produce, build, ship cars, you know? So all I can say is when you think you know what it probably is that's holding vehicles up, you're probably wrong. You know, we're not hiding anything. This is what we're working with at the moment. This Chevy Equinox is actually a fleet vehicle, so that is something I cannot sell. We do have currently 6 Silverados, a couple of 2FL 1500s. We have a custom 1500. We have this really nice crew cab Duramax diesel. This is a 2500 HD custom. I know someone out there definitely needs this truck. It would make a fantastic tow rig. And then we have these 2 Silverado 2500 HD utility boxes, right? They have like this perfect box on the back for electrical work or maybe plumbing, you know, your tools, supplies, things like that. So we have 2 of these, you know, ready for any kind of a business that would actually need it. Over here we have a beautiful glacier blue Silverado 1500 Trail Boss. Now I actually have this vehicle sold. This gentleman bought a Suburban from me last month. He's also going to buy this. He's got a BMW M5 trade, so we just have to figure out exactly what the numbers are and he'll come down and pick it up. Got Crazy Eddie about to show this one Trailblazer Active that we have. It's the only
spotted, boys.
Spotted, boys. It's the only Trailblazer we have at the moment because this one over here is sold, this black LT. We also have a 3LT premium package Traverse with a sunroof in sterling gray metallic, and a Blazer 2LT in sterling gray metallic. And ladies and gents, that is it. I almost forgot, we have 2 more vehicles. We have a 2023 Tahoe High Country. Now this is a demo model. It was driven by the owner. It has 4,944 miles on it. This is loaded up. It's got the power running boards. It does have the the players in the back. It's got the full panoramic sunroof. You know, it's literally everything you can put in the truck. This one is currently now available for sale. So we do have this, and we do have this Blue Glow Chevrolet Trax. However, Jackie has an appointment coming in on this car in a little bit, so this we might as well just consider it sold. The Trax is selling incredibly well. In fact, I'm gonna look at my list real quick. We have, I think, 10 or 11 coming in next week, and they're already half of them are sold. We look at the list here. This is everything we have being built. The first, the top 10 or 11, like I said, are being built. They're coming in July 10th to the 13th. These highlighted ones on top are already spoken for. I actually just sold this crimson red RS model about an hour ago. And in times like this, that's really what we have to do. We have to focus on selling our inbound units or doing factory orders. Because when you look at the lot and you see how empty it is, for a salesperson, it can be very discouraging. You know, we come to work to sell cars, and if we don't have cars to sell, it's kind of like, what do you do? Freeman's gonna sell that Traverse. And what you do is you focus on the things you can control, right? You offer to your clients what you could offer. You know, it's not always like this. These lots aren't always empty. Inventory is up and down. You know, you have your highs and lows. That's the way the last 3 years have been. If you look just at the last couple months, in the month of May, I had a very busy month. I sold 24 cars. If you look at June, I only sold 12 new cars. Now, we started June, if I remember correctly, with like 18 or 19 new cars in stock. So we ended up selling, I think, 48 or 49 cars for the month, new cars. So again, we sold more cars than we even had, which means we just rolled through the stuff that we got delivered to us. And this is what the remainder of that is. You know, we're left with what we have left. Now, we are fortunate in that we have 5 locations. So some of the vehicles, like this blue Trail Boss here, I actually got that from one of our other locations. Because they had it there, my customer was interested in it, we were able to swap it over. So although I don't have the inventory here on my lot, we do have inventory at the other lots. Now those lots are also depleted, but with the inbound and with things that are in transit, you know, it helps us out tremendously to have that inventory to try to pull from. If you look here, we're fully charged on the Chevrolet Bolt. We have a middle range of about 283 miles, max of 335. Minimum of 232. Since I took that road trip to Ohio about 1,730 miles ago, we're averaging 3.9 miles per kilowatt hour. And if we take 3.9 times a 65 kilowatt hour battery, you can see we have about 253 miles of estimated range per charge, which is about 6 miles better than the EPA estimate of 247. Again, electric cars, your range depends really on 3 major things: your driving technique, the terrain you're driving on, and the temperature outside. Dave, you end up selling that Traverse?
No.